Welcome back to another season of Ticat videos with Drew Edwards and Steve Milton of the Helm, the Spectator. I didn't feel that I had enough gray, so I went for a bit more gray to
Now
compete.
we're a little more like...
It was a little more balanced, yes. First preseason game on Saturday, Ticats versus the Argos. What do you need to see out of Jeremiah Mazzoli to cement his hold on the _1 job?
Two things. Make sure that he doesn't give the ball away. Show that not having played much, what's he played? 7 quarters in the last almost 2 years. That hasn't affected him, and don't try to do too much. When we look at what he had problems before, was over trying things. He wants to be Doug Flutie on every play. Sometimes I think he has shown in practice that he has got that under control, but let's see what happens in the excitement of a game.
I think the other issue that Ticat fans have been paying close attention to is the kicking game. We've got Brett Mahar and Cody Mandel competing for that spot, placing Justin Medlock. I think Mahar's got the inside track a little bit. Mandel a little inconsistent with his kicks. He's also nursing a bit of an injury and hasn't kicked much in the last couple of days. So I think we'll see a lot of Mahar on Saturday. And I think he's been the most consistent guy. That being said, Jeff Reinbold, the special teams coordinator, has said they have to do it in the games when the lights are on. If there was a knock against Mahar, it's that his average, his field goal average, wasn't terrific when he was in Ottawa. I think they're going to want to see consistency from him in the preseason if he's going to hold this job.
And both of them, I think, because Mandel has had trouble in practice. I thought he's made some beautiful long kicks, but again, Drew, as you mentioned, it wasn't in the game, and I thought he was taking a little longer. I was trying to count in my head, and it looked like he was taking a little longer, and he had a couple of shanks on place kicks. That might have been because of the injury, because those shanks came the day before he wasn't at practice. So we'll wait and see on that one. I think that's the thing, more than quarterback, because you know that Zach's coming back. I think that's got fans a little bit nervous right now, especially given the necessity of a great, strong leg and accurate leg in that wind tunnel we call Tim Hortons Field.
Now, speaking of stadiums, the Ticats will be playing in BMO Field, the first football game to be held in that stadium after the renovations. A new home for the Argos, and I think that has a lot of people excited, trying to get that team sort of on solid footing with a fan base there. I'll be very keen to see it. You followed Toronto football for
all my life, really.
Yeah. And so does this have the potential to give the Argos the thing they need to finally get back on the landscape in Toronto?
It does, but I think the people who sell the game to the public or analyze the game to the public can't be quick to rush to judgment, because I think it'll be a slow build. Now, that stadium is bigger than I think that they would like. I liked it better at 23,000 in terms of the Argos chance. Now it's closer to 30, and you could have a good crowd there at 22, and it still doesn't feel the right way. And I think it's going to be a long, slow build leading towards the Grey Cup. I don't think I'm going to judge what's going to happen there until I see how they build on the Grey Cup that's there. And that may be this time next year. But I think you'll see a lot of people show up out of curiosity, and if they do a good fan experience, and it's all new management there. So, and I'm not saying the old management, they weren't working with the same kind of tools that this group is. But I think you'll see more attractive things in the game experience for the fans. It's still a soccer stadium, and people that have been there recently don't see a lot of presence there. But on that day, let's see what it looks like as a football stadium. The other thing I worry about, it too could be a wind tunnel. It's open to the lake. The old stadium, which was called the Mistake by the Lake, was closed to the lake. So you could see some real, let's say September, October, you could see some real gales coming off the lake there. But it's still better than the Skydome or Rogers Center, whichever you prefer.
And it's nice that football is back in the CFL in general. Make sure that you check out the Scratching Post and 3 Down Nation for all the up-to-the-minute news on the Ticats and around the CFL. Reporting for 3 Down Nation with Steve Milton, I'm Drew Edwards.